What is up, everybody? Something a little different here. I have here a Dell XPS M1530, which I got off eBay for £10 because it was in dire need of repairs. So I won it in an auction with the intent of restoring it back to its former glory. Over the past few weeks I had to get new parts, such as a screen, lid and bezel, bottom panels, a hard drive, battery and a few other things as well. But yeah, I would like to rebuild this and restore it. Part of me wants to keep it, but the whole point of this was to try and basically sell it for as much as possible, while bringing it back to making it as good as it was. So I don't know how well it's going to go. I've turned this on. It does boot to the BIOS. I had to buy a new power supply. I haven't tested that yet, so that's going to be something. Keyboard's original. The screen's original. The base is original. The remote control's original. I think that's probably it, actually. I'm replacing the CPU and the RAM with my own, so it's getting an upgrade technically, but I'll talk about that later. It was quite filthy. I've kept most of the original bits except for the lid. That's already been thrown away. But yeah. But as you can see, it's all just sort of stacked here. So look at that. Western Digital Black. Okay. It's not gonna focus. There we go. It's not the same one that was in the listing, because you can see that the print's worn off, which wasn't on the photo. Although this does have a newer manufacturer date, a couple of months newer, so that's something, I suppose. But as long as it's okay, then we shall be good. But yeah. Anyway, you can see it's all piled up here. Give me a few seconds. I'll sort of spread it out of the box to show everything we've got, and we shall go on from there. So I'll be back in a few seconds, so wait there. Okay, here we are. It's all spread out. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it is all spread out. Hopefully this is coming out okay. I'm using a different camera app, so I've got no idea how this is going to look. It keeps trying to focus in something that is already focused on. Anyway, so these are all the parts. Actually, it does seem a bit laggy in 1080p. I might make this part quick. I also can't seem to turn the torch on. That's really weird. Anyway, so here's all the parts. Starting from up there, obviously there's the screen, the lid and the bezel, hard drive, battery, the base, heatsink and fan, DVD drive, I'm looking for the key finder, keyboard, hard drive cover thingy, some new hinge covers, because I broke that one. See that? Is it going to focus? It's trying. Focus. Focus. Can I force a focus? There we go. So yeah, that broke. I don't know how. So either it was already broken or I broke it. I don't know. So those two are rubbish. Focus. Focus. Ah, fine. Okay, focus. It's not auto-focusing, which it was a minute ago. There we go. I think I've turned autofocus off somehow. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, that was that. Keyboard, that was fine. I just had to clean it. I don't know if this works. I need to test it. This had to replace because it was a bit bent and some clips were snapped. This is the RAM I'm putting in. There's 4 gigabytes. Focus. Focus. There we go. So yeah, 4 gigabytes of Mushkin. I'm assuming they're decent. I have no idea. And there's a CPU in here which you can't see because it's protected. It's a I think it's a T9300, 2.5 gigahertz dual core. So that'll go in there. As previously stated, a Western Digital Black, which is in not exactly good condition. But yes, 500 gigabytes, 7200 RPM, so not too bad. I think they were like the performance drives of the day. Power supply, which again I don't know if this works. It does power on because the little light powers up. Thank you. But yeah, that powers on. So, but I don't know if it works. It should do. It's the right. Actually, what is it? I was called up. Where is it? PA10. So the M1530 should work with a PA10 or a PA12. So I got a PA10. So excuse me. The bottom panel covers. I bought these. These actually arrived today. I did actually try and refurbish the original ones by sanding them down and painting them. There is some imperfections with these, but they're not too bad. This is the original RAM. Just here. Focus. Thank you. Whatever this is, Nanya, whatever that is. This is what it looked like. Rust. Actually, I don't think it's rust. It was some kind of corrosion. Surprisingly, it still works. It still detected it, and it's 2 gigabytes as well, so it's pretty decent. It does still work though. I haven't cleaned it yet because I wanted to show you. So yeah, it's a bit. It does just come off, thankfully. So that should clean up okay. I hope. But yeah, but thankfully it still works. So I've still got a 2 gigabytes of RAM there. Hang on, put this down. This is the original Palmrest, which when it focuses, you can see it's a bit on the dirty side. Actually, I should have focus. There you go. So yeah, there's a lot of rust and corrosion, and look at that, and loads of dirt everywhere. Loads of scratches, and you probably can't see them, but there's a fair few dents in it as well. So that is replaced with something much nicer. See? There we go. Much cleaner. There is a little dent there, and there are a few little dents elsewhere, but on the whole, this one is a lot better. Obviously, it's very hard to be worse. So yeah, that's going to be the new Palmrest. No, wait, I turned autofocus off. Focus. Yoo-hoo! Please focus. You're not going to focus. Focus! Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's the new Palmrest there. And the new lid, which I threw the other one away, so you can't really see it, but basically there's a load of scratches and scuffs and shit. I think the screen's okay though, and this is okay. It just needs to be cleaned. On the whole, the base is okay. Motherboard is just a bit dirty. the only damage that I can see is when it focuses. Come on, focus. Okay, I have to force a focus. Come on, there we go. That is the only bit of damage that I can see. So it's not too bad. Yeah. So I didn't bother replacing the base because it seems to be okay as it is. So. Oh yeah, and the battery. It didn't come with the rubber foot for some strange reason. So what I did was put some plastic. Oh, it's not focused. I put some plastic on the bottom to raise it up, and then put these two adhesive things in it, which, as you can see, they fit perfectly on the corners there, of the curves. So I had to do that. I think it sits enough that you can really see, but I think that should sit enough. And of course, some thermal paste. Forgot what it was called then. So, but I think that should be it. Yeah. So basically, it's just a case of building it and getting Windows 7 on it. I do have a Dell version of Windows 7 Ultimate, which will automatically activate with Dells with the specific BIOS. So I have downloaded a BIOS for this, which should have SLIC in it for Windows 7 Ultimate. So I shouldn't have to activate anything. I can just put Windows 7 on it, made for Dells, once I put the BIOS on it. Unfortunately, I can't actually install the BIOS until I've installed Windows. So I'll have to install Windows, install the BIOS, and hope that it activates. If not, I'll have to reinstall Windows, etc. But other than that, see all the bits of it. So yeah, it's just a case of building it, which is going to be fun. I just hope to God after all this it works. I spent like 70 quid on a £10 laptop. Well, it cost me £10 in an auction. So I hope that after spending 70 quid on batteries, hard drives, lids, Palmrests, like power button covers and all that kind of stuff, that it actually does end up working. So, hang on. Getting cramp. So, yeah, hopefully it works. I don't know how I will document this. I might just put it partially together, make a video, build it up a bit more, make another video, and so on. So this is the intro, so technically this would all be part 1, including the first part I did. And then like part 2 would be a bit of a build, part 3 would be another bit of a build, and then, you know, installing Windows and just making sure it works. So yeah, and I think, I don't know if this works. Obviously there's no Windows on it. It took the disk in and it ejected it, so it should work. Let me turn autofocus off. There we go. So yeah, so I'll give that a clean up. That should give me a nice spare 2 GB of memory, which would be good. Just give you one last look at that if it autofocuses. There we go. So yeah. Hey, if anyone wants to buy this, you're more than welcome. I will of course clean it. Yeah, and I hope this battery works as well. This isn't a Dell battery, because I couldn't find any on eBay, and I'm pretty sure an official Dell battery would have cost me an absolute fortune. So this is just a third-party one. There's no charge in it, obviously. So, and I don't know, I don't know what the real battery feels like, but look, I don't know, it does kind of feel a bit cheap, but Hopefully it won't be used that much. It must be made on the mains. So yeah, there we go. I think I've spoken a bit too much. So yeah, I just have to hope that everything works. Give some things a bit of a cleanup. And there we go. I'll come back with a part 2. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will return with part 2 hopefully soon.